I'm Jaime, and this week I'll be chatting with SAL Paradise. So if everyone would like to introduce themselves, so we all know you.
Hello, I'm George. I'm the drummer.
I'm Ed, I play bass.
Robson, xylophone. No, guitar and vocals.
I'm Jan and I'm the most attractive member.
So the first thing we're going to do, this is our first one, but basically I'm going to make the band make a cocktail. So as soon as you're closest to the drinks,
Mojitos.
I'd assume you'd know what to do, but I have got a few instructions. So
Yeah, I don't really know.
You need guidelines.
Yeah, you want to get the ice in there first. Is everyone okay with hands?
They're all fine with hands, I'm telling you.
And then you want a little bit of the lime and a little bit of the mint. Then you want to give it a shake.
No, you want? Have you got a stirrer?
I've got a spoon.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
It's got to take over, hasn't it? So we haven't all got to do this, have we?
Well, I mean, I guess you can all give it a shake.
Well,
Alright.
But no, I think it's just easiest with you guys to just let one of you make it.
Yeah.
'Cause,
That'll just be me.
It looks
Although-
like he's got it.
I mean, Jan pulls his weight in the band, so
Oh, as the most attractive member.
as the most
Right
attractive
down.
And
member.
with the most weight.
Do you reckon
Mint.
that's enough?
Yeah, sack it. If not,
And you need a little bit of sugar as well.
do you?
Yeah, like 2, 3, maybe 3 tablespoons, because it's going to
Tablespoons?
be
Teaspoons?
Teaspoons.
This is literally how they do it in spoons.
Yeah.
More bars
You want to get
available.
the sugar off the side.
Hasn't seen the light of day.
Do you know what? That's only enough for one, so
Well then, put a bit more in.
we can all. All right.
Why is this tense?
It's very tense.
Right, down in one.
Yeah, we sorted. Or do you need a bit more lime, a bit more sugar, a bit more mint?
What does your nose tell you?
Let's not talk about my nose, yeah. I mean, I'm not proud of many things, but this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, fuck
I
it
mean,
up.
then you got to give it a good band effort. So give it a pass and a shake.
Oh. I feel like mine's better.
I feel like George needs to get really close to the mic with it. What's that thing called where?
ASMR.
ASMR. Give it a good shake near the mic.
ASMR cocktail
that's
making.
For all
Right.
you ASMR lovers out there. Right, we need.
What is that?
Oh, that does actually smell really good.
Do you want to taste some of it before you?
No, definitely not. It's all rum.
Okay.
Oh, it's all going to pot.
Next
Yeah.
track.
Do you want to put some of this in?
We should start a track with that.
One second.
That's a shout.
Get
That's a
that
shout.
song.
Maybe do this one in front. Is it gone that fast?
Yeah.
Because you poured
That's
loads
insane.
into the
Why is it murky water?
It's a great start. You need a bit more sugar.
Sugar. Sucre.
As you can.
Ooh, I've got lime in a cup. I'm having so much fun here. Sack a band off.
You done?
I'm my ex.
This is
That
shit
was
service.
Yeah, this is pretty shite service. Where are you?
Listen, you pay about 20 quid for this. One of them in London. Oh. Looks brilliant, this selfie.
Who else is in the room?
Who are you two?
Who is that? I don't know.
You got
I
you
didn't
got
think the bitching would
got to
start.
smack it.
Give it a good smack.
Yeah,
Jack.
Oh my. Jamais.
To Jaime.
Chin chin.
Thanks, lads. Cheers. I'm excited to try this.
I can't taste any rum.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Drinkable.
I know,
Yeah.
I make it better.
It's definitely a liquid.
So now
Thank you.
everyone's a bit
Thank
more
you.
comfortable. Got a beverage in hand. In this series, I'm going to have different people on each week, and I'm going to have a leaderboard with a 1-minute quick fire round. But you're the first ones, so you want to stay at the top. Yeah?
And we shall.
You shall. You got confidence. I think we just start with George and make our way along.
But when it gets to Jan, do we go back to George or do we go to me? Or
It's up to you.
The
Have
game
a
plan.
band,
The game
have
plan.
a
No
band
sense to-
deliberation.
Return
back to George.
George.
Okay.
Return to
Keep it
George.
Right.
So bang, 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 bang.
Next
bang.
question.
Clockwise.
How long have we got?
You've got a minute. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Parrot.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Gum.
Cold or hot?
Cold.
What's the worst job you could have?
Spoons.
Reading or Leeds Festival?
Leeds.
What flavour of ice cream would you be?
Mint choc chip.
Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Are you a morning person or night person?
Night person.
Sex, drugs or rock and roll? You've got
Rock
a
and
minute.
roll because it's got everything in between.
Where would you go if you're invisible?
Everywhere.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
One word to describe your band.
Shady.
Chinese or Italian?
Chinese.
Favourite TV programme?
Scrubs.
Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
If you had a boat, what would you call it?
SSS Shabba.
Yeah, the SSS shop.
Brits or Grammys?
Brits.
Favourite alcoholic beverage?
This.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
If you won the lottery, what would you buy? And you're done.
What was the last question, Jamie?
If you won the lottery, what would you buy?
More strings.
You got 21 questions.
And I thought the fuck we were starting
Out
with
of
him.
I
like-
thought you started with me
Well,
Liability.
it's fine.
Can we go again?
because I want to beat that score.
Have we got a clap to put it back in action again?
I don't think so, but I'll do it anyway.
Just do it together.
3, 2, 1. Okay, cool.
Wasn't quite.
Shouldn't be in a band.
Now we kind of have got to know you guys a bit more through making
We all
cocktails.
know that Ed's favourite show is Scrubs.
And that you regularly eat Chinese food.
From making cocktails and, you know, doing the quick fire round. How did you all meet? Typical question, but
Ooh.
how did you all meet?
May I take this one?
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, me and Ed met at college.
Yeah?
Yeah, we
Small boys.
small. Yeah, he was 16, I was 17.
The age wasn't necessary.
No, we had a band there. Moved to Brighton with a few friends from college, and that's where we met Jan and George. One of them, Jan, I met in class.
Yeah.
He was the first person I properly spoke to.
Oh, what was the first thing you said to him?
Can you
I
remember?
think I said to you, because you played a tune, and I think I said to you, oh, that's really cool. Said something like, oh, because I wanted to play keys on it.
Yeah, you did.
I said something like, oh, I'll play keys on this, I think I've got a good idea. I don't think it was a good idea, but...
And from there it flourished into what it is now.
You
Well, I
could call
didn't
it-
really want to hang out with him, but he kept following me to the pub.
yeah, you,
Okay.
I did.
we got very deep in them pub sessions as well,
Yeah,
didn't we?
just us two.
You could call it a modern love
Okay.
story,
A
really.
modern love story. And then I met George in one of the other lessons we had at BIM. He was playing with
Don't know who you're with.
I can't remember who you were playing with.
Obviously not that memorable then.
They
Not
were
at
really
all,
good.
but the drums
I can
The
remember the
drums
band.
were memorable. I remember George just going absolutely apeshit on kit, and approached him afterwards. Said, "Do you fancy having a
That's a
jam
different story.
soon?" Because me and Ed needed a new drummer. And then after a few rehearsals with George, somehow Jan crept into the rehearsals.
So Jan wasn't in the band
He
originally.
wasn't. He wasn't originally.
I bought a guitar.
And then you kind of went, I've got this
Not
guitar,
gonna play,
let
I
me in
just
the
bought it.
band.
Which is actually the only requirement to join.
In all seriousness, after a few rehearsals with George, with me and Ed, we were talking about getting another guitarist or maybe a keys player, and we
And you
couldn't-
got both.
Yeah, we got both
2 in 1.
eventually. He's shit enough to make us look better, good enough to make us a whole. So,
Ah.
You make the whole.
That was cute.
there's that.
So basically, I'm a shit musician, but as a guy, I'm alright.
There's a guy. He's alright.
So when you all got together as like this band, what would you say like inspires you the most?
I mean,
Scrubs.
me and Ed started playing together because we like similar music, like Queens of
Okay.
the Stone Age and Arctic Monkeys, and he showed me people like David Bowie, who I'd never really listened to, and from there, like he showed me more music, and I showed him more music. I don't know, and when we found George as a drummer, it sort of opened everything up a bit. I think the inspiration would be to sort of see what we could do.
I'd say we all have different people.
I think everything from J Diller to Slayer
Yeah.
is on the cards,
Yeah.
really.
Literally.
Yeah.
Individually as a drummer bassist.
Yeah, what?
Right.
Yeah,
Who
you know.
inspires you?
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, because I like stuff like Steely Dan, so like people like Bernard Purdie, like the shuffle groove. So I brought the sort of soul-y element
Nice.
thing.
Cool.
A lot of Queens of the Stone Age, I guess. A lot of kind of the heavier down tune rock end of things. It's kind of where I wanted to start, and it's ended up all other kind of places. Jeremy Pritchard from Everything Everything, Zach Dawes from Mini Mansions,
I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah, a lot of modern bass heroes.
I mean, I started writing songs when I was listening to like Green Day and Nirvana, like that, the 90s.
Grungy.
Yeah, like
vibes.
more like just simple, heavier pop stuff. That's the thing that made me go. I was always a fan of Arctic Monkeys, and I don't think that's going to leave my style of writing, because I think every album just ticks a different box for me.
Do you like Arctic Monkeys?
Couldn't tell me.
But yeah, again with like I'd say Queens of Stone Age, like heavier stuff like that really gets me going, and I like four blokes in a room making some noise. And I like a good love
Just
song.
leave it there. 4 blokes in a room. Full
Yeah.
stop.
If you like. If that's what
The
you're
number
into.
of blokes
Music.
currently in this room.
It's 4.
For people.
Perfect for us.
Well, I mean, I could say someone cool. Well, no, he's cool, in my opinion. But I started music because I listened to Ed Sheeran. I saw him on SBTV like years ago and was like, yeah, piece of piss, I could do that. And he was playing around with a loop pedal. I was like, that's cool. So I bought one of them, tried it. And then I think the whole idea of them writing my own songs came from when my dad took me to a Bruce Springsteen concert, and it was the best thing I've ever been to. And that's why I wanted to write songs, because Bruce Springsteen does it so can I.
Yeah, fair. So out of like the writing, performing, recording side of it all, which is your favourite to collectively, I guess, as a band?
I'd say performing is probably our
Performing.
biggest
I think-
strength at this point.
Yeah, I agree definitely with Ed on that.
Yeah.
I mean, writing pisses me off, but when it goes well,
It goes
Mm.
well.
it goes well, and I'm like, oh, I am doing this for a reason.
I think performance is just quite a constant thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It always feels like a release, no matter if something goes a bit.
Performance is the
Oh,
real
shit.
test.
Yeah,
It is,
exactly.
isn't it?
It's worth a lot, that, I think, compared to sitting in a room.
and with recording, like, it'd be just nice to have more opportunities to try stuff. Yeah, I think we'd all agree playing live.
Yeah. So
It's-
then, like, on the level of performing, where's like your favourite place that you've performed as Sal Paradise?
I like the Hope and Ruin, personally.
Yeah,
I wish we could have played Bleach.
Prince
Sure.
Albert.
Yeah.
yeah. I
We
would
have
say
probably
so.
played that the most.
Yeah,
And what is it about that? Like the vibe, the
the
space,
sound guy.
the sound
The
guy.
sound guy's
Sound
lovely. Intimate.
Yeah, it's an intimate
The sound
room.
guy's intimate on the room.
Both.
Combination of both. Sweet
If
as
you
well.
ask him the right
If
things.
you hang around long enough,
Oh, wow.
no, the room is intimate, but yeah, that man gets a great sound out of those speakers, and we've just had some really good gigs there, haven't we?
Yeah, it's just been fun.
But then I would say the best gig we've played would have been our single launch,
Yeah,
which was
Sticky
a
Mics.
couple months ago.
Yeah.
Shot in the
Uh,
Dark out now.
Sticky Mics was probably my favourite.
In terms of like the crowd.
Yeah, we had a lot of good
Yeah.
mates there. We had our mates band playing with us.
Yeah,
Peace
and
and
Protest played
Mhm.
with us as a support act.
If you were to choose as a band
Mm.
who you could support at this, no matter what level you're at now, just if you could choose someone to support and go on like a sick tour with, who would that be?
That's a big question.
I'd say Queens.
Queens
That
would
would
be
be sick.
amazing, but also quite crushing.
But when us three saw and you were there when we saw Timber
I was going to
Timbre,
say that. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
that was actually a back to the drawing board moment.
Mm.
To quote Ed, what did you say?
Weirdly the heaviest band
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Without being.
That heavy.
Yeah.
It's really
So-
weird.
So
Kind of what you're
I
going
suppose,
for
yeah,
in a
I
way.
suppose.
So in a
Right.
live aspect, we've been since then at least been trying to push a heavy sound without literally being heavy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if we could support
Mm.
something like that, that'd be quite a, I don't know, a
Yeah.
moment.
I'd also just like to know what they're like behind closed
Plus,
doors.
I'd love to meet
They
them all.
seem
Yeah.
like
They
some
look
pretty
cool.
old dudes.
They look cool.
Your most embarrassing music moment, I guess, go along the line
I was
again.
gonna
Yeah,
say
shall
you
we?
have to do that
Who
Who
individually.
wants to take the first
The first
Oh
hit.
god.
If
most
you've had one,
most
maybe you've not.
embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing music moment.
So on stage or
Music in general, whatever. Could be anything.
I did a function gig with I played with my brother and my dad, and there was like a drum break. I needed to do like a solo, and I just completely lost it. Just went out of time. I didn't know. I don't know what I was thinking, and just Just completely lost it.
You dropped the ball.
And then we needed to go back into the song, and it was like, nah.
It's not working.
It's like, we got there, but yeah.
Was that before or after you came back from stropping off?
I just felt like shit afterwards. Yeah.
I feel like you've
What?
upset him.
That's definitely my worst moment.
Let's
That's my
bring-
worst moment in
You
live.
just
music.
brought back a...
Let's bring up the mood and ask Ed what his most embarrassing
Yeah, let's
moment
laugh at
was.
Ed.
I would probably say every gig I've ever done. But more specifically, maybe our single launch. Because
Oh,
in
fuck.
the space of 5 to 10
I
minutes,
know exactly what he's going to say.
I managed to both ruin my pedal board, so I had no sound coming out. And if there's no bass playing, you notice it. If there's
Every
bass
single
playing, you
launch
don't
as
notice
well.
it. But if there's no bass, you notice it. And between that and sorting that out and panicking, I then managed to hit a mic stand into my own dad, who was right at the front cheering us on.
He was.
And he didn't even deserve it as well.
I tried to clatter him with a mic stand.
Oh god.
There's been many more, but it would take a while.
Yeah.
To
I only need one for now.
Every terrible thing I've
Maybe we
done.
could have an interview with Ed about his most embarrassing music
We
moments.
could get at least an hour.
If
to-
you want that, I guess
an
give
hour
a
and
few
5
likes,
minutes.
comments, shares. Might be able to
If
get
you
that
want a
right.
mic stand launched at you by Edge,
That's also
Yeah,
a
either
request.
or.
There's a pledge music for that actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe.
pledge on there. Links below. So, Robson.
funny enough, my embarrassing moment was at the same gig Ed was talking about. I actually fell over for the first time at a gig. Every gig I've done, I've worried that shit, I'm gonna fall over. Where I'm like 1 foot on a monitor or on a kick drum or something, and I've never fallen over. I was like, you know what? I think I've got the hang of it. But this gig, I fucked it. I fell back.
You fell over.
The-
You didn't
Into
sweat.
the big one.
The
You
kit,
fell.
The kit got it.
The
The kit
kit-
got it.
the kit moved.
Yeah.
I was on the floor,
Right.
and
Not for long though.
not for long.
I don't feel like it's for
We
long.
were-
Enough for
recover.
everyone after the gig to mention. Yeah, when you fell over, that was funny.
No.
And ever since then, I've almost clattered it.
Every time.
Pretty much.
Most embarrassing. Actually, it was quite a while ago when I used to play like acoustic shows, and I decided to do a cover of a song by Stevie Wonder called "Isn't She Lovely?" And if you haven't listened to the song, it's a song about a baby. Now,
I don't like where this
as
is going.
people have probably gathered by now, I like to speak and talk a lot. So I decided that I was going to do a little chat before I started playing the song. And I said, "Oh yeah, this song's about a baby. I haven't got one yet." And Mum and Dad were in the audience, and my grandma and granddad were there, and it just wasn't a necessary thing to say. I didn't really need to mention that I haven't got a child. No one laughed. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't funny.
People actually thought you were
It's
about
just
to have a
the
child.
awkward
Yeah, but it was
Not the first time
Yeah.
either.
And I think my mum laughed, and because it was like a nervous laugh. It was just a rubbish joke, which I'm
Good at.
very good. Bless you.
Good at.
Very good. Edit that one out.
I tried.
You gotta keep that in.
If your music as SAL Paradise had a scent, what scent would that be?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
No, you know what? I'd say.
Savannah.
What would it smell like?
I'd say-
Musky.
I was going to say one of those
Sweaty.
creatively named incenses.
Yeah.
Like-
one of-
Are like
one of-
vampire
Dragon's
blood.
blood.
Vampire, yeah.
Or like
Those-
witch's curse.
Yeah.
What would it smell like though?
Some really cheap,
Men.
musket.
Four
Primark.
blanks in a room.
some really cheap links that you probably shouldn't buy, but all your mates are buying it.
Oh, okay.
Like Lynx Africa made
Primark.
The school PE
a
room.
while.
Yeah, I like that. School changing room.
Sweat.
Sweaty boys.
So your scent
Oh,
would be sweat.
Yeah. An easy scent to get as
I
well.
think it's pretty relevant to the
I
music.
think that's why the fans like it. Everyone
Something
sweats.
familiar, but something
Yeah.
you don't really want to smell off.
You don't want it to stay around.
But it's also
But it
quite
keeps
natural.
coming back.
Keeps coming
Yeah,
back.
it
It's
makes
always
sense.
there. We're always there.
We're always.
This and that.
Sweat.
I just hope you can smell it now.
Just before we finish, because we're getting to the end now.
Oh.
Aw, so sad. What song do you wish you would have written?
Oh, that's a good question.
Song I wish I
Exactly.
would have written.
Exactly. Witten.
Written.
When?
Witten.
Don't know why, but Rocket Man's coming to mind.
Fair.
As in Elton John.
Elton John,
Fair play.
Rocket Man.
It's a big tune. Rocket Man.
Don't know.
Rocket Man.
Don't know.
Rocket Man.
Don't know.
Do you want to hear what tune that I
Maybe
would
not.
wish I
Maybe I'm
wrote?
making that
Or
up.
Are we going to talk about Rocket Man?
Jan,
for the
what
rest of the-
tune do you wish you written?
Probably Red Right Hand by Nick Cave.
Okay, that's a decent one.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, because it got on Peaky Blinders and that's just incredible.
That's
TV show.
enough.
And it's a cool song anyway.
Edward.
As a serious answer, probably Pale Blue Eyes by the Velvet
Oh,
Yeah,
Underground.
perfect.
Massive.
But if I'm gonna go for like a weird, almost hybrid take,
Ooh.
I wish I'd written "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer because that's just "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer.
It's
and
just Weezer, isn't
It's
it?
just
Wow.
the right amount of dutty that I think in a
Dutty.
past life I could have written that song.
Absolute butt.
So "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer is my final answer.
The
No
answer
50-50. I don't have to phone a friend.
is... Let's move on to George.
It's got to be Liberian Girl, Michael Jackson.
Shabba.
Yes.
Very
Lovely.
smooth taste.
So again, you can just tell you've all got different tastes because each of your answers was pretty much completely different.
Mm.
But we all smell of sweat.
But collectively, the sweat lingers. I can tell you now. What were you all like in high school?
Oh wow.
Taking it back.
Can George go first? Because I'd
Take-
really like to know.
Take
Yeah.
it back.
if we're being brutally honest, I don't know what you were like in high school.
See,
I don't
the
know what these
band's
two are like.
getting
I
to
was a
know
bit of
each
a
other
loner, to be
more.
honest.
Perfect bonding
I
opportunity.
was the only sort of like, musical.
Geezer.
I mean, there was a few, but like, yeah. Like for example, there was only like 6 people on my music class. So like I had the practice room to myself. Like there was no one using the stuff.
Oh, that's why he's so good then.
That's what.
Yeah, it
I
makes
was like,
sense now.
just a year of shredded.
Go on,
I
Ed.
didn't really
Go
have
on.
a band.
Prove the best of me.
Pre-pubes, Ed.
No, that's still now.
I mean, I was breathing. I was
Right.
functioning.
Shit, I
Brilliant.
wasn't.
I think I was merely a microcosm of the absolute
Scientific.
functioning human I am today.
Just drifting from classroom.
If you're
From
looking for
class.
any words to fill out any essays, look at Edward Fair.
I am
He's
got a
surely a
great
myriad,
A myriad.
of absolute words that I could have used in my personal statement but wasn't allowed to. No, I just kind of survived. Severe acne would be my first point. My second point would be inside because you can't burn there.
Don't know where that's come
You
from.
can't. He can't. If he's inside, he won't be able to burn, will
I
he?
discovered a lot of my first musical loves. The Blackout. That's probably the only one I'm not that embarrassed to say.
Robson. The
So-
one who smoked fags behind the bike
Alright,
shed
I didn't
fag.
go to many
Sorry.
PE lessons because I was smoking.
Typical
That's
indie
what PE
kid.
lessons are for.
P was
Um,
great.
I love P. But carry on.
I'll give it a
Apart from
go.
the smell.
Yeah, like Ed said,
The smell of Sal Paradise.
like Ed
Yeah.
said, that's when I started diving into music in high school. I let whatever I was listening to shape who I was for the week. I'd start the week probably listening to some, I don't know, thrash metal.
Mm.
So I'd be a bit moody. I'd be a bit like, oh fuck off, you know.
Yeah, but by Saturday,
But by Saturday, I probably
Need to
would chill out a
resolve the
bit.
week.
Yeah.
Leather jacket was on. Arctic Monkeys.
What I was like in secondary school was, I don't know, a smaller a dose of what I'm like now.
Okay, you've come out your shell.
I've definitely come out of my shell since I've left secondary school.
High school. Wow. I mean, didn't do much in high school. Just fantasised about girls and guitars.
So basically, what you do now.
Relate.
Pretty much what I
Just
do
a
now.
bit younger.
Yeah.
yeah,
just
but he's
a bit
better at
younger.
it now.
But I'm better at it now. Not the girls' side, the guitar side maybe. PE, just that was all that mattered.
PE.
That was all that mattered.
So very
Music-
opposite in the way of PE
Yeah.
was not a thing for Robson,
Yeah,
but very
being-
much so for you.
Being popular was
Oh.
all that mattered, really. Yeah. Started playing an acoustic and then going back to the girls, they'd love it.
But then Robson put a spanner in the works.
And then Robson
so
went,
to
"What are you
say.
doing playing an acoustic guitar? You're like Ed Sheeran." And then I was like, "Yeah, fair enough." And now all I want to do is like
Get in a room with
Rock out.
3 other blokes.
get in a room with 3 other blokes.
Sweaty and make
Yeah.
some noise.
It's
If
gotta
you
be a
could
different person.
write one song for your whole entire life, but make an earning off it, like millions and millions of pounds, or write a collective of songs that you were so proud of, and you could gig and have your freedom for your whole entire life, but just make the standard kind of earning, which one would
Which
you
is
choose?
nothing.
I mean, it's got to be the work that you can just go and gig, and you've written all that material.
So not one hit wonder.
So not one hit wonder.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
And
Definitely
just
not.
make the.
And
Definitely
make
not.
the earning, you can live off
I mean,
it
it'd be great at
forever.
first, but then you'd be like, "Oh, that's me, innit?
Yeah.
I am a song." But brilliant.
True.
Well done, mate.
No, I completely agree. It's always the latter. It's better to have a mighty discography of ballads and prog rock opuses and anything above a chart topper. No, that counts as above. I like to think we'd all give that second answer because it's better to be proud of what you've done than to be rich
We're
off
not
what
One
you've
Direction.
done.
True.
Definitely agree.
Yeah.
I'd rather have loads and loads of songs
And just be happy.
that I'd be happy with. Yeah, just
Yeah.
where it is, wherever it lands,
Yeah.
instead of a one hit wonder.
I feel like we're gonna hit a different answer with Jam.
Oh, here we go.
No, you just you.
Although if I wrote Rocket Man,
Rocket Man.
Then we'd have a different
however,
answer
Take it back.
completely.
Genuine answer. And so if I picked the one song to make millions, fine. But if I picked the other song or the body of work and just made a living that I could support a family with, then that.
Aw.
Genuine
The
answer.
fact you said family, just melt all that.
Yeah,
By family, you mean us? Right?
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Just so I
Yeah.
could go and survive and carry on playing music and live by playing music, fair then the body of work. Whatever.
So you've not really chosen an answer, but
So
I
I haven't really.
All
Alright, the body of work, because I don't want to get kicked out of the band.
And second to last, very weird question. We've got to decide this as a band. We're not going to take individual answers.
I'm like University Challenge.
How many pennies do you reckon you could fit into this room?
Stacked to
Can
the
I just-
ceiling
can I
must
just
be a couple,
add something?
A couple hundred.
We're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do
Oh, at
this
some
and
point.
fill it up with pennies just to see
No,
how many
I'll
pennies
measure
you
how
get.
big a penny is and measure how big the room
No,
is.
no, I want to
no,
see
no.
this room full of pennies.
And I'm
Damn,
also
really.
offering to help with that.
I'm going with quite a lot, over $1 million.
No.
500,000.
I'm going like
No,
5 million.
I don't think you can break a
5
million.
million?
No, you can't break a
In
million.
this room?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you will. Are we saying that everything's in the room? See, there's so many variables. Are we saying that TV's in the room?
I don't know what's the
Oh, yeah,
longest
are we taking the
room.
furniture out?
He's stumped like
Are we
nothing.
taking the...
Just one. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3,
Hang on.
Million.
2.
Hang on a minute. He's not passed his GCSE
million.
maths yet, so 2 mil.
No, that was...
Okay,
Done.
I'm taking that as your final answer.
2 mil.
One day when I
Two of
finally
us
do
have
that,
agreed.
if you win, I'll buy you a pint. Last but finally not least, when's your next gig? And what have you got out at the moment? Just self-promotion.
Go on, Robson, speak.
Our next gig is at the Hope and Ruin on the 11th of May. It's a Friday night.
Should be a good night.
We have Shot in the Dark out,
On
all of it.
Everyone.
all the
All the good
Spotify,
major
Spotify,
SoundCloud.
iTunes,
All the mainstream.
Yeah.
all mainstream.
And Fever.
Fever is on its way.
keep an eye out. That's what I'm
That will
gonna
be
say.
up next.
It's going to be fantastic.
And give a listen to Shot in the Dark.
Give a listen to Shot in the Dark.
It's amazing. I can vouch for that.
If you have 5.5 minutes spare.
Maybe even buy it if you're that type of person nowadays.
I don't think that kind of consumer exists.
But
Yeah,
who
I mean,
knows?
stream it on Spotify, add it to your playlist.
Also, as Robson's pointed out before, it might be on LimeWire.
On that note,
BBM.
thank you guys I have
you.
been Jaime. This
Thank
has
you,
been
Jaime.
Sal Paradise. And thank you for watching our first video. There'll be
you,
many
Jaime.
more.
Shabba!